So this is our area. You can see this is the buffer zone. You can see kind of the obvious tree line. That is essentially where the planting started when they were doing this project. This is what's left over from when they scraped the site in the beginning. It was a cattle farm prior to its restoration status, so they wanted to get rid of the native, or the non-native seed bed, I guess, everything that had been growing there that they didn't want. They didn't want all those seeds in the ground, so they took huge machines and they actually scraped the entire site and made a huge berm with all the soil that they scraped. They scraped the top like 18 to 24 inches, however far down they could get, and pushed it into a big berm to separate our site from 405 so that the water that comes off the freeway isn't going into our site. So I was just gonna show you this really quick. This is some beaver work that's been done here. So when I first started here, this was flat across from about here, so there was no standing water in there. It was just dirt. There was actually some conduit and some wires that went out to some of the controllers that used to be across this, and it's graded flat from the beginning of our lake all the way almost to the freeway in the north end. So when the water rises an inch here, it rises an inch in the very back of our site back there. And the beavers figured that out pretty quick, that if they can block up our lake at all, they can get a ton of water. So this is one of the ways they do that. They've dug out this channel repeatedly. They used to have a really large lodge over there. We'll see that a little later. But this is their little channel that they've dug here, and it goes down quite a bit. Yeah. So this.
How deep would you say?
That, I don't know, here, pull that up. That's about 4 or 5 feet, something like that, or maybe 6 feet. No, that's like, yeah, it's about 6 feet or something like that. So they've excavated it down like probably 6 or 7 feet from where it originally was the bottom of this little mini swale that they had connecting our lake to our creek.